Hello, good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome back to the channel once again. And if it is your first time here, my name is Gigo, and today we are back at Madam Fatimah's project where we're going to build a three-bedroom house for Madam Fatimah. As today's topic says, the journey to Ghana, and every journey begins with a step by step. We are making progress and we are getting things done as well. So in my previous episode, we looked at, we getting here the land, clearing it, bringing the surveyor, to pick the land so that we put it in a name. We also brought the engineer who, together with the architect and the supplier, Mr. Kwete, came on the site, did their measurements, made a plan of how we're going to build this house. And that is how it all goes. Building is step by step. For us, what I've seen so far is that the foundation takes time. Preparing is very important. You don't just send your money to just build a house. You need to have the team on ground. If it is possible, get your supplier, get your architect and your builder at the same time on site to plan very well before you start your project. That will save you a whole lot of money. That will save you a whole lot of money. Trust me. That's why you need a team, to build your house for you, so you don't have the hustle of calling, each artisan or each, profession, and try to put them together, because it's very difficult to get different people working together on your project. That's why I came up with this production group, try to bring all these people together, form a team so that it's easy to do your work for you. So you can see today that the engineer, Brother Sami, is not here, but Mr. Kwete is there coordinating, making sure that everything is planned, is placed at the right position. As I always say, position is very important. Position is very important. Just imagine you building a house, you buy sandstone, and even the supplier don't has never been on the land before. They will just put it anywhere. They will just put it anywhere, and it will cost you another money to transfer it, to the right place. They might put it where the foundation has to go. So you see, strategically, we are positioning the building materials at each place so that it's easy to build. And that also makes the work so simple for the masons. They don't have to walk in a long distance to go get the building materials. So today we have sand, we have the blocks, we have the stone and everything on site. See, the track is even trying to get stuck because it rained the day before. That's why the ground is a little bit wet. But this also tells us, how the land is, what has to go into the land in terms of the damp proofing and all those things, which we'll be seeing later in our videos. So as I said, all our materials are on site. We organize very well before we begin. And this is the plus that you get from Gigo Production Group using us, because Mr. Kwete, the supplier himself, will be on the land to make sure that whatever you've purchased is being delivered, and he directs everything. He's there to make it possible for you. So there'll be more supply. You see the space left. We're gonna bring quarry dust. There'll be more blocks. There'll be more stones, and he makes sure that everything is positioned at the right place.
This is Mr. Kwete as usual. Tomboni Wofen Wole. This is the site for Madam Fatimah, who bought the land from us, and we are still on the project to build her green house for her. We have two types of cars that we use, the single axle and then the double axle for our supply. I am the main supplier for all our projects in the Gigo production when it comes to building cement, blocks, iron rod, stones, and etc. I think this is the first trip, first trip of the single axle, which has just landed. The second trip is coming. We'll add it to this and check the quantity that we have, the volume that we have. This is the double axle, the China, with the sun. So today I want to make certain comparison. Sometimes when you come, people look at the car and say, so this car is too small, this car is too big. When you go this, we send this one twice. It is more than the China, the big car. But when you send, so that when we want to sell it, we go this one twice for 1 trip instead of the China 1 trip. So the quantity is the same. We don't cheat. Even this one is more than the single rider.
So this how serious Mr. Kwete is. He would just leave you there and just go and focus on his work. So, this has happened to me so many times when I was in Ghana. I was interviewing him, and then someone would just pass by trying to, look at his blogs and stuff. He would just leave me with a camera and just go attend to the client. And that's one thing I really like about him. He takes his work very serious. If you get in touch with him, you will know who he is. These guys, they are not joking. That's why I'm spending my time to promote their work, because I know most of the people, watching, trying to find solution to people who will build their house, needs them. I know people will need them. That's why I want to do this, spending my time to promote them and bringing them to you. And that's the reason I keep saying that you don't even need me, when it comes to your building process. Like, these guys knows what they are doing. They are not, they didn't start today. They didn't start today. They are in this business for a long time. It's just that, I am in the West and I've seen things differently, and I am trying to share with them, and they're also learning, picking up one or two things gradually. But we will get there. We will get there. We have to go through the process. I believe in the process. I don't want to rush things, but everything is playing out nice. And you can see for yourself the project we've done. Just recently, we did the same thing with the East Legon Hills project. You saw how he went there, with a contractor. They did everything together, how to position for the materials and things. You can check in that project. It's my playlist called the East, Legon Hills project. It is an apartment. You can check it out. How the same thing they did. It's not that we are just trying to show, record this to show. No, this is something they do always. And those of you that you are waiting for your estimates, you can testify to this. That we always say we want to go to your land with a contractor.
Okay, okay. The same block. Oh, it told me. You have it blocked me. Or call by who blog here, or blog here is the same. Bonnie, blog there, there will be no problem with it. It's good for foundation, very solid for footings. And so anytime you need block for your footing, your foundation, or anything about block, just call Mr. Kwete on 0246 246938. Now, things are very much expensive now in Ghana. Our cement prices has gone up. So the block has already also gone up a bit. Yeah. So when you call me, we'll talk about the price. But don't forget, it's always affordable. It's always affordable. Mr. Kwete Block Factory is always affordable. We help you to build your dream house, or where dreams are brought to reality. We will support you in all means to have your building come true. When you look at these stones, they are different. This type of stone. When people call, they say chippings. This is chippings, but we have different types. We have different types. This one is universal. This type is universal. You can see some are small in sizes. This is 3/4. Then within the 3/4, when you see some like this, These ones are 1 inch. So when you want to do something like foundation pillars, we normally use the 3/4 because the 3/4 is universal. You can use it for the normal concrete and then the foundation pillars as well. Before we have the 1 inch. 1 inch is bigger than this. Today I'll bring the 1 inch so that we see the difference. And the 1 inch is for the foundation. The place you will not use iron rod, you will not use pillars. So it doesn't use pillars and iron rod. 1 inch is good. Or for the foundation, the starting. And when we want to where pillars are, then we use a 3/4. But I do say this because of the way it is. It's universal. You can use it for anything. Everything goes. Thank you. So contact Mr. Kweti. Look at the sun. Look at the way the stone is shining. This tells you it's a very quality stone that I brought to you. That I do so. Then when you come here, the quarry, people will be complaining, talking about the quarry have different type of quarries in Ghana here. Then the ones that are not so much quality. So when it comes to building, your money determines what you build and what you want. Just look at the sand. This is a very smooth sand. This sand can be used for plastering and then can be used for concrete as well. For your concrete. But I will soon use rough sand to mix this. You are not going to use this whole thing alone for the concrete. Use rough as well. Or quarry dust. That will use quarry dust and stone to me. This is stone, this is sand. Before we have quarry dust, we have gravel too. Gravel is for filling. We use sand too for filling, depending on your strength. If you have the money, you have the cash, the correct material for filling is the sand. If there's no money you want to balance, you buy the gravel because the sand the price of the sand is higher than the gravel. That is why most people go in for gravel because it's cheaper and affordable. But the best one is the sand. You don't have the money to buy the sand, you can buy gravel. Because you buy gravel, the sand for at least 2,500. Whereas you can buy the gravel for, let's say, 1,008 or 2,000. So people will rush in for the gravels and leave the sand. I just want to educate us a bit on how our project will go. If you want anything, just call me. Anything about building, being sand, gravel, blocks, stone, or land. I sold this land for someone and we are building for the person as well. If you need land, this place is already developed. But we have places which are not yet developed. If you want a place which is yet to be developed, the prices are down. Anything goes. If you have a money and you want a land that you build and come move in just this year or tomorrow, I'll get it for you. It's around this area. And if you have the one that you want to buy it and reserve it for some time to, just call me. We have it. I'll send you to that area. So anyone goes. If you want to live in to your own house tomorrow, just call me. And if you want a land that you can reserve for some time, you can call me. If you want a farmland too, just call me on 0246 246938. All depends on what you want to use it for. If you want to buy a land, process it and sell it later, you can call me. All depends on your cash and where you'll be placed. Thank you.
Hello, Brother Gigo in the Gigo Production Group channel. This is Fatimah, and I am out on the property here where I live, and this is like my favorite part of my property. It's about a 2-acre pond, private pond, where I love to come and sit, meditate, pray, what have you. But yeah, as I contemplate and think about my journey, what's ahead of me moving to Ghana, I I simply love to just come here and just think about it and meditate, because this is probably the only thing that I will miss in the United States is just having this little piece of heaven, at least my piece of heaven, right here. So I truly enjoy coming out here. And see, it's warming up, so it's like I've started feeding the fish, just something I love to do. So let's see if they eat for you guys. Oh yeah, I have catfish, bass, brim in here, and boy, they are coming alive. They are coming off of their winter hibernation, and so they are starting to eat, jump up and feed. I particularly love my brim, the sunfish. Not so much catfish, but I do love the brim, and I love the bass. And boy, I'm just so glad that they made it through the winter, and they are feeding just as they should be. But yeah, getting back to the topic of my journey to Ghana, I'm very excited. Thank you so much for the video of the blocks and gravel being delivered to the site. That's so exciting. I just cannot believe that it's actually my build that is about to be started. I'm so used to looking at all the other videos and being so happy and excited for the other people, and now this is actually mine. And to Allah be the praise. I'm so excited about that. So every day we get a little closer, and I'm truly thankful for that. I hope you guys can catch these fish eating. They are having a ball, jumping up, eating. There we go. But yeah, so again, hopefully I'll do this once a week. Just kind of come back, and after looking at the video, come back and just give my opinion about what's happening, or excitement about what's happening. And this will probably be my location. Maybe sometimes I'll walk the trail. This area here is about almost 10 and a half acres, American acres, which I think is about 45 to 50 plots in Ghana. So it's quite a nice, large area that I live in, and kind of way off from people. There are some neighbors, I don't really know them. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to moving to the city and being a little closer to society. So for those who are wondering why, I want to live close up, I wanted to just kind of share close up for those who wondered why I would live so close up under people. I wanted to share that I live on a quite large land now, away from everyone by choice. But I'm looking forward to joining the community again and being out amongst my own people and enjoying that part of life. Here in the States, it's just safer. I feel safer to be in isolation. I really do. This is as far as you can see on the camera. I won't pan back behind me because that's kind of my home and everything, but as far as you can see, that's my land here in the States. And so again, I live in isolation, and I look forward to being a little bit closer to neighbors and enjoying that aspect of life. I don't think I would feel the need to be as sheltered as I do here in the States. It's just much more safer, and that's how I feel. Others may feel different, but for me, isolation here in the States is what works best for me. So I'm going to sign off, and I ask everyone to continue to follow my journey to Ghana on the Gigo Production Group channel. And I look forward to our adventure together. Thank you.
So that was Madam Fatima for you, sharing her excitement, and also her experience with us so far. So I think, as we keep going on, she will be coming, expressing herself and what, is going on I believe in the future she might open her own YouTube channel to give you guys more updates on her experience and what she will be up to here in Ghana. And I think this brings us to the end of today's episode for now. But before that, I want to share my last tip with you guys. This is a bonus for those who have stayed with me till the end of today's video. If you are buying a land, it's very much important that you do the fence wall, but please leave the front lane open. Don't fence the front of the house. Don't do any block work there. Just do the side and side and the back, and just leave all the front open, because this makes it easy to bring materials in and out. It also gives you, the advantage of moving around easily, and also you can place your materials anywhere you want it, if they have to use it faster. So I just want to share this with you guys. I think this brings us to the end of today's episode. I really do appreciate your time spending on the channel. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is just the beginning. We are yet to break the grounds in episode 4. So then I will see you in my next episode. Look, do we?